Today we will like to present our topic about Malaysia Airline. Now I will introduce my members: Samiha binti Zakaria 237398, Ujang Hariradi Muriski Risna 261028, Nurul Ain Nabila binti Abdullah 263170, Ain Syuhada binti Musa 261383, Fajar Apriando Arfa 237398, and Hatin Ulilia Fahami bin Muhammad Najib Fahami 273638.
Today I will present about the introduction of company and industries structure for Malaysian Airlines or MAS. Malaysian Airlines founded at 1st May at 1947 and named as Malaysian Airways. There are three subsidiaries of MAS, which is Firefly, MAS Wings, and MAS Cargo. Firefly takes two flights from home city, which is Penang Airport and Subang Airport. Malaysian Airlines headquarters placed at Kuala Lumpur International Airport, Sepang, Malaysia. There are two secondary hubs for MAS, which is Kota Kinabalu at Sabah and Kuching in Sarawak. MAS also member of One World Airlines Alliance. Um, there are in these three subsidiaries, there are only Fireflies who take the passenger from two main home city, uh, which is Penang Airport and Subang Airport. For the industry structures, airlines industry structures are microeconomic, which is for this airline industry, there was a oligopoly in microeconomics. There are a very large amount is needed in order to start an airlines company. It's that so because there are many capital that we need, that some of company need to start the airline, because they need to buy an airplane, they need to hire the pilot, they need to hire the stewardess, and also in order to maintain and repair the equipment for the airlines was very expensive. uh, Malaysian Airlines are highly concentrated industry with few player, which is Asia and Malindo. Airline industry in Malaysia are dominated by MAS, because MAS was is the big airlines in Malaysia.
Okay, next I want to explain the characteristic of Malaysia Airlines. Malaysia Airlines is the national airline of Malaysia. This is it is like represent Malaysia to the global world through the aviation. Second is like Malaysia Airlines is like one of the member of One World Alliances. This like consists of like British Airways, American Airlines, and so on and so on. This alliance is like help Malaysia Airlines still connecting to the other side of the world, even though the Malaysia Airline doesn't have the route itself. For example, the route of Kuala Lumpur Cairo, which is the route is like long been terminated by Malaysia Airlines. From KL to Cairo, we take transit into Doha, Qatar, and then after this, from Qatar to Cairo, use the Qatar Airways as a connecting flight. Next is like the services is like 30 kg luggage. It's like a large amount of luggage when you want to travel to your destination. And then next is like I want to explain about the miles. Miles is like a frequent flying program. It's like when I fly through with Malaysia Airlines, KL, maybe like one time I visit KL or from KL and then to Japan and then like you know, and go to visiting other places, and then like frequently I use Malaysia Airlines to as my visiting as my aircraft, and then like I get the miles as which is point to after the point we we stack about it, and then like we can buy a ticket, the free ticket. It's like a same value as miles that offered by Malaysia Airline itself. The name of the miles is enrich. Yeah, enriching way. Nice. Okay, next the characteristic is in-flight. The in-flight thing like entertainment and food. As my experience about the in-flight entertainment, it's like a decent entertainment. Like actually, like it is okay to to break your boredom, something like that. Food is like, yeah, Malaysia Airlines represent Malaysia to the world through the airline, and the services is food is Malaysian food. It's like in-flight meal lah. Okay, the last thing is like component, like the aircraft. The most aircraft like like Boeing or Airbus, it's like Boeing 737-800, which is 48 Armada. After this, Malaysia Airlines is like one that airline that use Airbus A380, which is nowadays Airbus A380 have the downturn and no longer use it's not no longer used that, but it's like so not often used in the aviation industry, because it's the concept the aviation industry now is like point to point, not like hub point, like KL become the big hub, and then like how many passenger go to one places.
Malaysian airline system mission also to put their people first and to be the employer of choice. The other mission is anticipate, consistently deliver and exceed customer expectation. Malaysian airline system also built on their recognized, personalized and sincere Malaysian hospitality service. The last mission is sustainable value creation for their shareholder. The importance of both vision and mission of Malaysian Airline System is to help direct the organizational strategy. Both also provide the purpose and goal, which are necessary element of the strategy. With a vision and mission, they will provide the employees with specific goals to attain, promoting efficiency and productivity. There are a few general issues that faced by Malaysia Airline System. Among them is Malaysia Airline System has yet to file its financial statement of FY 2018 with SSM. It blamed financial year 2018 poor performance on crew shortage, intense competition, oversupplies of capacity, and volatility in fuel price and foreign exchange. It also worth noting when the 12-point mass recovery plan (MRP) was conceived in 2014, fuel price was US 75.68 per barrel. Next, due to the latest issues right now, which is COVID-19, Malaysia Airlines cancelled over 4,000 flights in light of travel restriction. Due to the worldwide issues which is COVID-19, Malaysia Airlines System will reduce its capacity from 22 March until 30 June 2020. Malaysia Airlines said that it will significantly reduce its overall network following the nationwide movement control order imposed by the Malaysian government until 31st March 2020. Under the Nationwide Movement Restriction Order, Malaysian citizens are not allowed to leave the country, while those abroad are allowed to return but will be subject to medical screening procedures upon arrival and self-quarantine for 14 days. Explosive trace detector will use instead in case where cargo such as human tissues and living animals cannot be filtered by using X-ray technology. News of increased security came after flight MH370, which is disappeared on 8 March with 239 passengers on the airplane while flying to the Beijing from Kuala Lumpur, and is believed to have disappeared in the southern Indian Ocean after mysteriously travelling off the route. Among many questions raised was actual content of the cargo ship, which is rapidly included the delivery of lithium batteries and also mangosteen.
Okay, today I will talk about general problem and specific problem that faced by Malaysia Airline. There are several general problems such as financial problem. In 1995, MAS management had launched a strategic initiative to aggressively scale up its operation and international network. MAS has placed an order of 25 new Boeing aircraft and set up several overseas freight centers, which are to be delivered in 5 years. The purchase of aircraft were made in US dollar, and no hedging method was used at that time because of the stable currency between ringgit Malaysia and US dollar. In 1997, ASEAN countries including Malaysia incurred economic downturn which had resulted the devaluation of ringgit Malaysia and increase of interest rate. Okay, next is operational problem. We can see prior to the economy downturn, MAS management was aggressively expanding MAS operation. The management was emphasizing on quick visibility to be present around the world. Many new destinations such as Denmark, Finland, and South Africa. In addition to that, MAS product marketing and yield management division focused merely on selling their product to fill their quotas and not to improve the profit yield. Okay, other than that, MAS were facing the problem of management competency. Most of its subsidiaries like MAS Catering, MAS Cargo were in bad financial shape. Besides, some of the subsidiaries were transferring from the director personnel use. The previous management had also failed to lead MAS efficiently and make a viable decision on its expansion program. Okay, next for the specific problem. As we all know that in 2014, Malaysia Airline lost 2 aircraft, such as Flight 70 and Flight M370, in less than 5 months. 5 months of the difference in time, which has did a hard blow in the face of the company, crippling it with various kind of financial trouble and also usher in the process of renationalization of the company. It has been stated by a lot of business analysts that the Malaysia Airline are on the verge of downfall, which must immediately be taken care by management if they want their company to win back its reputation and position in the global market. It happened because of the crisis communication, the information void and inability to explain why the radar and communication system on the plane were turned off, lead to the public scrutiny from Malaysia Airline direct stakeholder with relative of the victim demanding that the inaccurate demanding the release of information about the missing flight.
I want to explain about the future challenge of the Malaysia Airlines. The evolution of smaller Airbus A220 and A195 to replace several Malaysian Airlines 737-800 fleets as part of the Proposal Request Proposal or RRFP, with the Airbus and Embraer market an interesting effort to consider new solution. The decision to delay the delivery of the 737 MAX by several years, originally scheduled to begin in 2020, makes sense because Musk is contemplating a measurement strategy under a new business plan. The government to immediately approve the phase out of the A380 Super Jumbo because the airline is now forced to last more than a decade even though they are too big and very unprofitable. He said the decision to delay for several years the plan to choose and order a new wide-body aircraft made sense. Malaysia Airlines must take back a new generation of medium-sized wide-body after a decision is made on a future narrow-body mix, which may also include long-distance A321XLR. That as the Malaysia Airlines fleet change, it is expected to pursue network and schedule adjustment as part of the new business plan. This change will increase connectivity and reduce dependence on market that suffers from excess capacity while increasing focus on partner cities that are less competitive or supported by partners. Citing an example here. Several market-specific routes or joints were under construction following the GV that was now applied with Japan Airlines on the Japan-Malaysia route and was recently applied to GV with Singapore Airlines and Silk Airlines on the Singapore-Malaysia route.
Critical success factor. Revenue per set kilometer available for the quarter increased 10% years on years of the basis of the earlier route optimization exercise. Such load factor also indicates progress over the Chinese New Year's break, with more than 350,000 passengers flying with Malaysia Airlines. Improving timeliness and production on time, such as we call OTP, is a key target for the operation department. Malaysia Airlines want to attract customer satisfaction, which in benchmark against our rival, who run at the top level at 85% OTP and the lowest at 57% OTP. In the last quarters, various interventions were put in place which result in a marked increase in on-time quality. The quarters show continued success in revamping the service for customers at Malaysia Airlines. New program will be launched during the next quarter to boost the quality of the service and to reduce passenger waiting time. Check-in chain include update amenities in Malaysia Airlines Challenge launch, new seating in the business class on our A330 and modern on-board cushion. In conclusion, as we know, Malaysia Airlines is the first airlines in Malaysia. We make Malaysia Airlines special to the passenger. Is their offers such as Malaysia hospitality and the type of aircraft that can give you a journey to the destination that you want to go is so comfortable with their service. The main vision and mission of Musk in Malaysia Airlines system want to be the global leader in creating airport city. Besides that, Malaysia Airlines lost 2 of the aircraft flight in the face of the company, crafting each with various kind finish. At the same time, Musk have challenged, which is Malaysia Airlines recently renamed in first-class product on the Airbus A380 and A350 as Malaysia should, raising the purpose of the innovative distribution and potentiality to reaching real business class for product as we approach the end of this decade. Thank you.